We all know Sherlock Holmes, the famous detective from the books. But today's story is about someone even more surprising. She was the first woman detective, and unlike Holmes, she actually existed. She saved Abraham Lincoln's life. Let me tell you the incredible story of Kate Warne. It was a hot summer day in 1856 when a young woman walked into the offices of the Pinkerton Detective Agency. The position for a secretary has been filled, she was told almost immediately. But she hadn't come to be a secretary. Back in the 1850s, no one could imagine a woman working as a detective. And the idea of women in the police force? That just didn't exist. The first female police officer only appeared in 1918. And even then, she was just directing traffic. For many years after that, women were only allowed to work on cases involving mothers and children. And that didn't really start to change until the 1970s. But Alan Pinkerton decided to give Kate a chance and interview her anyway. During the interview, she confidently said she could handle any case better than a man. Why? She believed women had an advantage. They paid closer attention to details. And no one ever imagined a woman could be gathering secrets. And, just like that, she became part of Pinkerton's team of detectives, eventually even recruiting and training other women to join the agency. But in 1861, she took on one of the most important missions of her career, and one of the most significant in American history. In 1860, Abraham Lincoln won the presidency, a result that outraged many in the South. To reach his inauguration in Washington, Lincoln had to travel from Springfield, passing through Baltimore, where conspirators planned to kill him. Lincoln, believing in staying close to the people, refused to travel with security. Worried about a possible attack, the head of the railroad hired the Pinkerton Agency to protect the president-elect. That's when Kate Warne stepped in, under the alias Mrs. Cherry. She posed as a wealthy heiress from Alabama and quickly befriended the wives and sisters of the conspirators plotting to kill Lincoln. And Kate discovered their plan. During Lincoln's transfer at the Baltimore train station, the conspirators would stage a fight, and in the chaos, they would attack him. To stop it, Kate bribed the train supervisor, telling him her seriously ill brother would be travelling and needed a private hidden spot on board. That night, she met a disguised Lincoln at the station. He wore a shawl over his head and was surprised to see just one woman waiting for him, not a full team of detectives. But that was exactly the point. Together, they travelled to Washington unnoticed. Kate stayed awake the entire night, keeping watch over his safety. And from that mission, the Pinkerton Agency adopted its now famous motto, "We never sleep." Kate went on to work on many more cases, often slipping into new identities like an actress on stage. Alan Pinkerton himself called her one of his top 5 agents. But at just 35 years old, Kate fell ill with pneumonia and passed away far too soon. Her story remains remarkable. Kate Warne was a woman ahead of her time, living a life most women of her era could barely imagine, let alone dare to pursue. Kate Warne, the first woman detective, and the woman who proved it could be done.